Hey, what's going on, guys? It is Undead back again for the 9th day of my 30 Days of Battlefront challenge series, where every single day is a new topic, and today's topic is all about my favorite Battlefront screenshot. Now, I'm going to be taking this opportunity to do a little bit of shameless self-promotion, because I've taken a healthy amount of screenshots over the course of 2015, Battlefront 2015's life cycle. Nothing too crazy, but, you know, some here and there, and I've kind of whittled it down to my top 3 favorite, and I've also included a contender. Let's go ahead and jump into that picture first, which is this picture of Director Krennic and Darth Vader on the Imperial battle station, the Death Star, overlooking the testing of their new superweapon. Now, I would have had this picture placed higher in my list, perhaps my number 1, but ultimately, I kind of felt like it was cheating because I did do quite a bit of Photoshop work to this. Most notably, obviously, is the Death Star laser, because obviously the Death Star in-game actually doesn't shoot at all, so I kind of had to make it myself, and I added some little bit of vignette and some other very slight effects. So because of that reason, and because those effects and kind of all that post-processing was added, I kind of disqualified it personally from the top 3. So that's just a contender. That is definitely one of my favorites of all time, but because of the reasons that I just listed, it's just a contender. Now let's go ahead and move on to my 3rd favorite overall screenshot in Battlefront that I've personally taken, and that's definitely going to have to go to this screenshot of Darth Vader in the illuminated red hallway, which I definitely took in the same feeling and vibe as the ending of Rogue One. The point of the screenshot was to try and invoke the feeling of fear and darkness and just utter mysteriousness that the rebels would have experienced when they first saw Vader for the first time. Probably the last time, let's be real. And that feeling that, you know, not many people in the galaxy at all have seen Darth Vader in the flesh, because it's only one man, one machine, you know, one man, half machine type of deal in the entire galaxy. He was very uncommon, and his presence was very scarce. So the whole point of the screenshot was to try and encapsulate that feeling that you'd have when you first saw Darth Vader with your very own eyes, and that feeling of just complete darkness. Moving on to my 2nd favorite Battlefront screenshot is this one I took with my friend towards the beginning of Battlefront 2015's life cycle, which is the recreation of the scene at the very end of Episode 6, Return of the Jedi, when Darth Vader is tempting Luke to the dark side by trying to tap into his fear and his anger and using his sister to taunt him, and essentially just trying to make him really harness his anger and his fear to overcome him and perhaps even beat him. And that was kind of the point of the screenshot, was just trying to pretty much recreate that scene and the kind of feeling that you got when you watch that for the first time in theaters or at home on the big screen. But that was a very fun screenshot to grab, and easily my 2nd favorite screenshot I've ever taken. Coming in at number 1 for my top screenshot that I've personally taken has got to go to the screenshot of Boba Fett coming out of the Sarlacc pit. This has to do with the fact that in Episode 6, when Boba Fett is knocked into the Sarlacc pit and quote-unquote dies, I personally felt that that was very unceremonious to this awesome and intimidating bounty hunter that we've come to love and adore over the years. I really feel like that was kind of like a cheap way to kind of get rid of the character. So this is kind of like my own headcanon to the fact that Boba Fett definitely survived the Sarlacc pit. There's no way he would die like that, in my opinion, and this kind of symbolizes that. And this screenshot is actually one of the inspirations for why my short film Hunted came into existence. Because the whole point of my Hunted short film, hypothetically speaking, was what would happen if Boba Fett escaped the Sarlacc pit and hunted down Han Solo again. And that's kind of why I took the screenshot and had a lot of fun with it. But anyway, guys, that about does it for this video. I'd love to know your number 1 favorite screenshot you've ever seen during Battlefront 2015's life cycle. You can choose any screenshot from any person across the entire spectrum, so go ahead and go wild. I'd love to hear it. And that's about all for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, I will see you guys in the next one. Catch you later.